Hey there tech fans, today I've got the Orei EX-500C HDMI extension kit. This product makes it incredibly easy for you to share all of your HDMI media content with a second remote location up to 492 feet away over a single Cat 6 or Cat 7 LAN cable. The product fully supports high-definition media content, and it's both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with all of your modern media gear. The transmitter provides local loopback functionality, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content here at the primary location while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. And the kit includes a set of infrared blasters that will collect up the remote control signals from that remote location and send those back digitally over the same LAN cable to the primary location where they're rebroadcast, and that allows you to remotely control the content you're watching. Now, as part of this review, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the transmitter and receiver modules, and I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it, and I'll come back one more time and point out some of the special features that this product provides that you can use to compare it to other products you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module. You'll find two 5-volt DC power supplies. You can simply plug this into a standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs directly into the modules and provides all the power you'll need for operation. You'll also find a set of infrared blasters, and these are different, so make sure you plug those into the correct modules. They're labeled and it's explained in the manual. You'll also find a full instruction manual included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and other really important information about the product that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at both modules, and then I'll come back and point out a few things that really make this kit special. Inside the kit, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module, and both of these feature full metal enclosures, which make them really durable and a great choice for commercial and residential installations. Let's start with the transmitter first. On either side, you'll find flanges with mounting holes so you can mount this up off the ground and out of the way if you choose to do that. On the one side of the module, you'll find a full-sized HDMI port labeled input. This connects to whatever media device you'd like to share the content from with the remote location. To the right of that is another full-sized HDMI port labeled output. This module provides local loopback functionality, which basically allows you to enjoy the content at the primary site while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. And if you want to take advantage of that feature, you can connect an HDMI cable from here to your local monitor. Always use high-quality cables for these connections. To the right of that is a power indicator right there. When you add power to the module, it immediately starts an internal power and self-test where it checks the electronics. Once it passes that test, it'll light that LED letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is a power port that's used with one of the power supplies. You'll simply plug that into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connector on it, which plugs in right there, provides all the power you'll need for the module. On the other side, starting on the left, you'll find a LAN port, and that's where one end of the Cat 6 or Cat 7 cable is plugged in between the transmitter and the receiver. To the right of that are two 3.5mm ports labeled IR in and IR out. Now in the transmitter, you're going to plug the module in that's the IR out because it's going to broadcast the signals from the remote location. You won't necessarily need to use the IR in for this particular setup. The receiver is very similar. Again, metal enclosure, flanges on either side with mounting holes. On the one side, you'll find another LAN port, and that's where the other end of the Cat 6 or Cat 7 cable from the transmitter plugs in. Two more 3.5mm ports for the IR blasters. In the case of the receiver, you're going to plug in the module that's labeled IR in, and that's going to collect up those remote control signals from that location and then pass those back over that LAN connection to the primary side. On the other side, you'll find another HDMI port labeled HDMI out. This connects to a local monitor at that remote location that you'd like to use for enjoying the content. To the right of that, another power indicator and a power port. So when you add power to the unit, self-test starts. Once it passes that LED will come on letting you know the receiver is ready to use. That's pretty much it for the set. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei EX-500C HDMI extension kit with other products you may be considering. The first thing has to do with distance. This product provides a full 492 feet of distance between the two sites. And that's important because a lot of other HDMI extension kits may only support a shorter distance like 50 feet or 100 feet. So knowing you've got a full 492 feet between the two sites provides a lot more flexibility for that remote location. Another important difference is the local loopback functionality. That means you can enjoy the content at the primary side while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. Other kits that don't provide that feature really limit your ability to view that content when you share it. You can either view it at the primary side or share it with the remote location, but not both at the same time. The infrared blaster kit is really important as well because that provides complete remote control of the content from that secondary site. And one thing I want to mention is the certification this product offers. It's both HDMI 1.3 and HDCP 1.4. And the reason those are important is because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years, a lot of new features have been introduced. So knowing you're on one of the latest versions of HDMI means you can take advantage of all those advanced features. And the HDCP certification is equally important because that controls copy protection. So again, knowing you're on the latest version of HDCP for high definition content means you can play a wider variety of files. The kit is incredibly easy to use and it's really plug and play. So with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So I hope you enjoyed the review, and thanks again for watching.